Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods for Friday the 22nd of November. Unfortunately they dropped fairly late and I had plans, it happens Friday evening, so I'm doing it now. I'm going to start off with, again, no updates, and this is FS25, I think I probably said that in the intro, so all good. We're going to start off with the Ocrama Suave. This is by SMI Modding Team, 5.42 megabytes download, 4 slots, 2 meters. This is a subsoiler designed for olive groves, grapevines, like vineyards, olive groves and grapevines, olive groves and vineyards, for the purposes of mulching. It's a very nice looking bit of kit. I'm going to go back into this mode so I can get a little bit closer in and have a good look. Nicely made and detailed, as the SMI Modding Team stuff usually is. A couple of options on this. If we go into our menu here, so under soil cultivation, words today, and subsoilers, there it is, the Suave. I'm not saying Suave because there's not an accent over the E, but I'm saying Suave, I hope that's right. 6,300 to purchase. Slot count will come down from 4 to 1. 2 meters, it does say in the description 1.4 to 2 meters. I'm going to check when we go to use this whether we can bring it in and out. I'm not sure we can. And it says 65 to 90 horsepower. So that says 65 horsepower. We can change it from the Suave 2 to the Suave 3. Now that's saying 90 horsepower. That just adds a shank in the middle. So we go from 2 on the outside to adding 1 in the middle. It hasn't changed the width, but it has changed the horsepower requirement because obviously you're dragging an extra one through the ground. I say tine. Blade, isn't it, for subsoilers. But other than that, those are the only options we get. Let's jump in. Antonio Carrero. So options, L1. We can create fields with this. That's like a plough if we want to. We can raise and lower this section. That's the roller bit on the back. We'll try it with both. If it's like the one we had the other day, which also is my modding team, I don't think it'll make any difference, but we can always check. Open front loader tool. Oh, there we go. So we can narrow it. There we go. I was thinking that's weird. It's not showing me an option for that. So we can do that way. In like that. And then that one should give us the option. There we go. Right stick side to side. So as well as the up and down on that one, we have got the side to side. Like so. And the good thing about this as well, we can go in between. So it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's not just open and close. I can go to that if I want, which isn't all the way out, it's not all the way in. As you can see, we do have lights on it and indicators on the back as well. Very nice. So what we'll do, I don't go to the other end because of the time of day. I've been fiddling around with my settings again, and hopefully this is looking better. What I'm finding as well on maps, I'm finding Hutampantai is worse than Riverbend Springs for it. Certain areas on the map at certain times of the day, and that sounds bizarre, are lighter and brighter than other areas, and it's got nothing to do with the cloud cover either. It's very strange. I don't know. Now obviously this isn't going to be wide enough. I should go out to the full 2 meters for this, but just to show you the various different things, let's drop it down. So those rollers aren't on the ground. Let's see what happens. Right, stop there. Get our rear lights on so we can stay a bit better. So not quite a ploughed texture, and what we'll do is lower that right to the ground. So that's doing what the other one did as well. We're looking for those collisions. Bleh. Doesn't happen on everything, which is interesting. It kind of lifts a little bit, just more twisted than anything else. Let's get that roller right down. I don't think the roller's going to make any difference, but let's put it so it's touching the ground and go again. Looks to me like we're getting the same texture. So what we'll also do then, let's widen that out. Let's widen that out. This needs mulching as well, to be fair. But if we hop out, whoa, didn't like that. And have a look. There's our texture from our subsoiling. My grapes have withered. Yeah, don't worry about that. Does need ploughing. We are subsoiling. But anyway, that's what it does. It's a subsoiler. Let's raise the whole thing back up again. That's the Ocrama Suave by SMI modding team. Nicely made, nicely detailed, does the job. Lovely. Next, we've got this. This is the Farmtech Fortis 3000. This is by Despo93. 21.4 megabytes download, 8 slots. Now this has got two different options. We can have a 55,000 litre trailer, which is what I've got here, or we can have a muck spreader, manure spreader, which will spread out to 24 metres. I've got this one in trailer version, and I've got the other one, another one, set up for doing muck spreading to show you both operations. This you will find under the, oh no, the trailer's the wrong way, under manure spreaders, right there. Just there, 74 grand for the base model. Slot count will come down from 8 to 1. Right click on that. Configurations, standard, so 55,000 litres, standard capacity as a trailer. We can then have it as a muck spreader. Adds 20 grand onto the price for the muck spreader, but it makes it dual purpose. Take it to a workshop, take it to a, whatever workshop trigger you've got. Depends when you're watching this, of course, as well. We did get that one come out the other day. You can place as well, so wherever you are. And then we've got our wheel brands. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and back to Trelleborg. On Trelleborg we have got Michelin. Now this is not something I think as I move forward, I kind of got into the habit of doing it on 22. And on some mods, depending on what they were, I could spend 10 minutes just doing this. So what I think I'm going to do moving forward for FS25 mod reviews, I'm not going to go through all of the tyre choices. I know some people say, but we want to see what options are available. The wheel brands are pretty much standard. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. I think it'll be a case of I need to start making a note of if something stands out over and above. If something's wow or unusual, or it's tracks, or it's balloon tyres, or it's, whatever it might be, then I'll show those. But if it's fairly standard setups of, standard 2 wides with weights, whatever it might be, I'll just, I'll mention that. I think it's probably the best way. I do like that tread on that one, actually. Now, the one that had the most, I think, was Vredestein. I think it, under the wides, had 3 rather than 2 options. Yeah, there you go. And then at the front, it says protective cloth. That puts across this front section here. And protective cloth. License plate option there as well. Those are our choices. So what we'll do... I mean, not that you need to see it working, it's a trailer. It's what you would expect a trailer to probably do, I would imagine. We'll see how much it sinks on the... It's definitely coming down the more weight that's on it. Now this doesn't have an option for grained or anything, it's just the back opens, out it dumps. There you go. God, that feels heavy. Listen to that. I love those sounds on FS25. When you're driving a trailer along, you get the clanking and banging of the equipment. Front and rear steer axles on the trailer. Making for, it says, tighter turning circles. There we go, that wasn't too bad. It prevents dragging of the wheels when you do tight turns and scrubbing of tyres and that kind of stuff. And unload should be fairly straightforward, he says. There we go, that's the trailer version. Next, we've got the muck spreading version. I'm over at the animal dealer. You know what? Something didn't dawn on me. So actually, something that I think possibly should change. I've always found it weird that you fill up the manure from the side. Not all of them, modded ones don't always, but the trigger isn't at the front, so you kind of back up and it's being loaded into. The triggers for the manure heaps are to the side, which I've always found a little bit peculiar, but that's neither here nor there. But also, obviously, without a buy anything silo, especially when you're doing mod reviews and stuff like that, I suddenly thought, oh, hang on a minute, I can't just go over to a silo that I've got placed ready, fill it up with manure and off I go. I've got to go over to the animal dealer. So if you're wondering where you can get your manure from, if you're new to the game, go to the animal dealer. Manure and slurry you can get from the animal dealer. So we'll start filling it up. They've never done bags of manure in game, have they? Again, modders might have brought stuff out, but base game stuff, you go into consumables, you can get most stuff as consumables, but not manure. So as we can see, 45,000 litre capacity with the MxSpreader, 55,000 litres, so you've got the trailer version. What I will show you here before we drive off is when we get to the field and we want to operate this, we unfold the trailer, which will do that, and then we're ready for muck spreading operations. We also have the option, if I do L1, activate double application rate. So if you're two fertilising states, you can do one at a time if you want to. If you're using something else to put down your second application or whatever it is you want to be doing, or you're trying to preserve your manure, or I don't know, whatever you might be doing, that's entirely up to you. But you can do both application rates at the same time to get all your fertiliser down in one hit, which works out quite nicely. Again, the clanking and banging when you're driving on. Now that to me sounds louder than the base game stuff, so I don't know if that's been done. I assume that's been done by the modder. Despo 93. I'll see you down the field. This should spread at 24 metres. We'll do it on single application and double application to see the different speeds it will spread at. Usually double application rate spreads half the speed, but you're getting more down. And obviously then, if you're doing double application, what's wrong with me to say words? If you're doing double application, you're going to get through it a lot quicker, obviously. So, unfold trailer. I've got a single application. 24 metres of muck spreading goodness. Nice bit of steam and stuff coming off there. Nice animation on that. And then we're going to switch that over to activate double application rate. And what should happen? Yep. Let's go again. So notice we're not getting up to full speed, but we are getting two applications down at the same time. It's not getting through it as fast as I thought it would, actually. That's not too bad. I thought we would be absolutely honking through the manure, but it's not a bad application, considering we're doing double application as well. So what should happen now is we go to our screen here. We are on this field. Oh, there you go. Brilliant stuff. So you can see it. So there's our single application at the start, double application afterwards, doing exactly what it should be doing. That's the Farmtech Fortis 3000 by Despo 93, and that is it for the mods for Friday 22nd of November. We only had two. We'll see what the future holds. I think the Giants editor was released kind of full to anyone now, so I think we're going to see many more mods coming. It also depends, they may be submitted, it's how fast Giants can get through them. I want to say this as well now, because things have been very busy with FS25 and I've been trying to do prep and it's taking me a long time, and I know I keep saying I'm on console, that is my choice, it is my choice, but it does take a lot longer to prep and set stuff up. I have had some fairly negative messages from people regarding FS22 mods and why I've stopped doing them. It's having it enough hours in the day. I know there's some new maps have come out, I know there's some new mods have come out. We are in an unprecedented time. I think when we went from 19 to 22, we didn't get, hardly any mods came out for 19 when we went over to 22. As well as the fact that because 25 has been made for newer gen consoles and not older gen consoles, a lot of people are sticking with their older gen consoles and playing 22 still. So people are still submitting 22 mods. So we're in this weird I've never encountered it before with Farming Simulator. You normally go from one iteration to the next. Sort of people still play the older iterations. I'm not saying they don't, but I think more people are sticking with 22 than previously, than moving over to 25. But usually the mods dry up fairly quickly and all the modding switches over to the new version of the game. It's just having enough hours in the day to get it all done. Am I going to go back and retrospectively do them? I wasn't going to. I've been accused of all sorts of stuff because I've dropped 22. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. Like I say, it's a very strange time I've never encountered before. I'll see what I can do moving forward, but I think it's possibly the shift over now is onto 25. I'm sorry if that annoys people. It is what it is, unfortunately. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.